Ole Miss is the only college football team that has performed better than expected in the name, image, and likeness, NIL, period. Every time the school brought in a high-profile recruit for years, rival fans and NCAA inspectors would give it dubious looks. However, NIL has now made everything transparent, and Ole Miss has really flourished under Lane Kiffin. The Grove Collective is considered one of the best organized NIL organizations, successfully competing with universities like Ohio State and Texas, even if the financial details are still unknown. Steve Spurrier, a former coach at Florida and South Carolina, said, "I don't know what they're spending, but they're right there with Texas and Ohio State." But Ole Miss's most recent defeat by Kentucky, 2017, begs some concerns. Even though it wasn't a season-ending loss, Kiffin, who has stressed the importance of fan donations to stay competitive against powerful universities, suffered a major setback. Will the loss motivate fans to spend more money, or will it make them less inclined to support the show? Ole Miss's situation puts them at the top of the misery index, which gauges the nation's level of fan anguish. Additional teams in misery. Baylor. Following a 34-28 defeat to BYU, questions are raised about Dave Aranda's employment. The fan base may be losing patience with the team's 11-19 record since capturing the Big 12 championship in 2021, particularly in light of a recent string of underwhelming performances. Virginia Tech. The Hokies' heartbreaking defeat to Miami, which was exacerbated by Coach Brent Pry's inept time management, has left supporters angry. They dropped to 2-3 and are among the greatest letdowns of the year. Alabama-Birmingham. After a prosperous run under Bill Clark, the Blazers are now 5-11 under Trent Dilfer. His recent remarks after a Navy defeat sparked curiosity, as they seemed to indicate a lack of connection between him and the program's history. Florida State. With a record of 1-4 and a humiliating 42-16 loss to SMU, the Seminoles are the most disappointing team in the country. DJ Uiagalelei's difficulties as a quarterback serve as a stark reminder of the poor roster construction and coaching standards. Not at the bottom, but not quite. Auburn. Hugh Freeze's job is already in danger after his team lost against Oklahoma 27-21 because of subpar quarterback performance. North Carolina. Following a string of subpar outings, including giving up 70 points against James Madison, defensive coordinator Jeff Collins is coming under fire. Washington. As Alabama wins under former coach Kalen DeBoer, supporters are still processing the hurt of losing to Rutgers. The offensive coordinator Tyler Wright of New Mexico State is suspended as a result of inflammatory remarks he made on social media in the past. The Aggies are now generating news for all the wrong reasons. The team is experiencing trouble. Since Sean Lewis departed, they have only triumphed once in 17 games, which emphasizes their mediocre standing in the FBS. Our analysis of this week's upheaval in college football remains focused on how teams adjust to a changing NIL-shaped environment.